You want me to put that on my Tudor?
Harry's wife. Colour me bollocks. No, this isn't Harry getting all northern and inviting you to bring out your Crayolas or your felt-tip pens and turn his pink pods into a multicoloured extravaganza of reds and yellows and greens and blues and pinks and purples. No, in actual fact, it's more nonsense, unsurprisingly, related to Harry's wife. This comes from the Daily Express. An article by Catherine McPhillips tells us Harry's wife cleverly uses psychology to evoke innocence and purity, expert says. I can tell you now that that is complete and utter horseshit. She doesn't use psychology at all. Her narcissism, of course, attempts to evoke a facade of kindness, of empathy, of compassion. It does so to varying degrees of success, and of course, that facade is taking one hell of a beating at present as a consequence of the repeated howitzers that have been launched at it by way of, for example, Chris Rock, South Park, and the reporting of those incidents, and the continuing barrage of disapproval that comes Harry's wife's way, and justifyingly so. To suggest that she evokes innocence and purity really is taking the piss. She's a woman who apparently is 41 and has had plenty of action, shall we say, of playing hide in the sausage, and therefore to suggest that there is an innocence about her is quite frankly ridiculous. The only purity in relation to her is the 100% pure bullshit that she spouts. But let's dive in and find out what this nonsense has to state about her. Harry's wife, the Duchess of Sussex, has been using subtle signals. There's not too much of subtle about her, it has to be said, to evoke innocence and purity since leaving the royal family and moving to the United States, according to an expert in colour psychology. Ooh, colour psychology, huh? Apparently, colour psychology is the study of how colour affects human beings in terms of their mood, feelings and behaviours. You don't need a degree in colour psychology. It's very simple. If I throw red paint over you, I imagine your mood would be pissed off. If I shove 2 purple crayons up your nose, I think your mood would be pissed off. If I get hold of you and dunk you in a vat of green paint, not only will you look very green, but also your mood will be pissed off. So colour psychology is pretty straightforward, really, isn't it? Of course, they suggest there's more to it in terms of the psychological effects. Apparently, I would imagine that it's discussing what do colours mean? How do colours impact upon psychological responses? What are people's emotional reactions to colour? What causes people to prefer certain colours over others? Are there cultural factors at play? Does colour influence behaviour? Can colour be used in a useful way? So, of course, many people associate red with passion, excitement, and love. Pink tends to be around being soft and reserved. Purple is often having an association with nobility. Tyrian purple, also with glamour and being mysterious. Blue is associated apparently with wisdom, and reason and peace. Green, of course, growth and freshness, nature, tranquility. Yellow is a bit of a mixed bag, apparently. It includes hope, joy, but also danger. I suppose that might be amber, the association with it being used at traffic lights. Orange is associated with warmth, kindness, joy, Prince Harry's pubes. White, truth and indifference. Black, mysterious, cold. Oddly enough, I would also suggest perhaps evil. Apparently, a 2020 study that surveyed the emotional associations of 4,598 people from 30 different countries found that 51% of respondents associated black with sadness, 43% associated white with relief. I wonder if they were all men associating it with a certain emission. Red, 68% associated red with love, 35% put blue with relief. Maybe the blue balls have been relieved. Green, 39% linked that to contentment. 52% denote yellow with joy. 25% put purple with pleasure. Interesting. I wonder if there's lots of purple dildos out there. 36% link brown to disgust. 44% associated orange with joy. So I guess if you've got a lot of orange and yellow around, then there are going to be lots of joy. And with pink, 50% linked pink with love. And apparently, red is used to stimulate the body and mind and to increase circulation. Yellow is thought to stimulate the nerves and purify the body. Orange is used to heal the lungs. Interesting. And to increase energy levels. Blue is believed to soothe illness and treat pain. And indigo is there to apparently alleviate skin problems. So perhaps if I'm going to dunk you in a vat of paint and you've got bad skin, you might ask that I would dump you in a vat of indigo paint so that you aren't going to be pissed off, because you're rather pleased that it's going to sort your skin out. How extraordinary. Anyway, those are some observations about colour psychology, but what's it got to do with Harry's wife? Well, fashion expert Miranda Holder is apparently an acclaimed stylist who's worked with a variety of celebrities in her career. Miranda discussed 5 clever fashion tips the Duchess of Sussex uses. Seems to me that's a bit of an oxymoron. One way Harry's wife has succeeded as a fashion icon. Has she? You mean she succeeded as being Kermit Goes to Church, One of Our Jowls is Missing, Fridge by Valentino, Overripe Burst Tomato Lady, Tent by Army Surplus, Teacup by Royal Doulton, Chairman Mao Goes to New York, The Bouncing Berry of Harlem. Are those all fashion successes? I think not. But apparently the way she goes about it is investing in separate pieces of clothing, instead whole outfits. Apparently Harry's wife almost takes a capsule wardrobe approach to dressing. I think she'd rather take a getting dressed in the dark approach to dressing, but hey. Investing in beautiful quality, well-cut separates that she can mix and match together to create an almost endless array of ill-fitting combinations. The fashion expert added, she buys less, but she buys far better. Don't think that's right, poo emoji hat. The benefit of buying good separate pieces of clothing is that they will last longer and give more outfit choice combinations. Miranda has also pointed out that Harry's wife has a preference for neutral colours, beige, which gives her a very versatile wardrobe indeed when coming up with outfit ideas that she's stolen from Diana, Princess of Wales. The Duchess of Sussex also favours an uncluttered, clean look, as long as it involves bronzer, according to the fashion expert. The royal also takes great care in choosing fewer accessories, like clothing, when it's time to utilise the spicy poontang, which apparently gives her a sleek and elegant appearance, according to Miranda, who needs to go to Specsavers. Miranda said, Harry's wife is a minimalist dresser when it comes to ensnaring men. She wears clothes that are cut beautifully but look shit on her, but are very simple, letting her presence, beauty and her personality do all the talking. Her presence, beauty and personality doing all the talking. Suppose it sounds a bit like this. The stylist also called attention to Harry's wife's use of colour psychology when making a fashion statement. Miranda explained, as an actress, Harry's wife is no stranger to the power of communication. Yes, she won't fucking shut up. And she has a savvy understanding of colour psychology, enabling her to communicate through her clothes without saying a single word. I suppose it's, look at me, look at me, look at me. I guess that's what she's communicating. Colour psychology means different colours can invoke different emotions and meanings in the viewer. For example, the colour red attracts attention and is associated with burst tomatoes, while blue is a calming colour which shows stability and reliability, none of which are applicable to Harry's wife. One way in which Harry's wife invokes colour psychology is through her iconic white outfits that she is heavily associated with. For instance, nurse. Miranda explained, "Have you noticed that since she left Britain, Harry's wife has been wearing a lot of white? White invokes peace, innocence and purity." Well, they're not words that are associated with her. People in Miranda's TikTok comments section were impressed by Harry's wife's fashion sense because they got the mental equivalent of a 5-year-old. One person wrote, "Well, she has such a lovely style. I'm yet to see her in something that doesn't look good." That person clearly is locked in a cell. While someone else said, "I love her style so much. When do I get paid?" Another person wrote, "She always looks fabulous," while another user said, "She always has a great sense of fashion." However, there were also some comments that criticised the Duchess of Sussex's look. One woman named Christina wrote, "Didn't Harry's wife spend more money on her wardrobe than any royal in Europe in 1 year? She is a fashion glutton." While somebody else said, "You can't know her personality by her clothes, as she copies everything from Diana to Catherine. It is their colour choices." Somebody at least there adding some sanity to this absolutely ridiculous article. Harry's wife, of course, believes she's a fashion icon, and this type of nonsense is quite clearly as a consequence of being in the pay of Harry's wife, because anybody looking at her would be scratching their head saying, "You think that she's fashionable? You think that she looks good in what she wears? Come now." I'm HG Tudor. Thank you for listening.